Hi, welcome to our social media hangout.
I'm Lisa Nichols from the Modern Marketing Club.
And I'm Cassie Hicks-Kerr from the Modern Marketing Club. Thanks so much for joining us today.
We're going to be talking about how to use a few tips and tricks to make your Facebook business page sing. Some of the topics that we're going to cover include, over to you, Cass.
I've got 3 tips for you, but first of all I just want to say, just remember when you are posting on your Facebook business page that 90% of your fans will never come back to your page. What people do is they tend to be scrolling through their newsfeed. That's why it's really important to have really strong, interesting posts and really strong visuals, because people will be on their mobile or the tablet and they're scrolling through like we all do and looking for things that pop out. So that's my big tip, I think, for engagement on your Facebook page.
Absolutely. Something that's congruent with what it is that you offer and something that's useful or amusing or time-saving, whatever's relevant. But I think that leads us nicely into your first tip.
Yeah, tip number 1 is images, because social media is very visual, particularly Facebook is a very visual medium. Do you want to start with talking about cover images?
Yeah, I think if you've got a very nice cover image that's enhanced to the right size for your social media platform, so we're talking about Facebook today, and if you've got something like PicMonkey or we like Canva, canva.com, they've even got templates on there that say Facebook cover image or any of the other social media platforms as well. But it's worth taking your picture and making sure that it's optimized to be the right amount of pixels by the right amount of pixels so that it really does fit nicely in there. And we like the idea that if you're offering a service that's more personal, that you would have a nicely produced headshot, maybe not the one with your dogs or your kids, but one that's a professional image of yourself as a profile picture. It just goes back to the people buy from people. People have to know, like and trust, so that's why we say that.
And my other tip on images, so there's Canva, canva.com, or PicMonkey, is to use Fiverr, fiverr.com. And as you can see on the screen here, our social media hangouts, this lovely cartoon. All I did is I sent this chap on Fiverr a picture of Lisa and I and said we'd like a sort of a fun cartoon for our social media hangouts, and this is what he sent us. So that only cost me $5. And you can get someone to design your cover images, professional cover images for your Facebook page for $5.
And you can look good in a teal dress. So yeah, you got that going for you.
So tip number 2 is video, and what I do, my top tip is to share videos that are relevant to your business, or that doesn't have to always be about your business, but something that's of interest to your audience. To go onto YouTube and find some really viral videos. So find some videos that are relevant for your audience that have been shared a lot. So we're talking 100, 200,000 views maybe, and load those onto your Facebook page, because video works really, really well on Facebook.
And if you've recorded short videos yourself, that's always something that's going to be shown at the top of the feed. And the statistics used to be that it was just about pictures, but video has now overtaken as far as what gets the most engagement. So definitely worth thinking about getting over yourself like we have. Put on some lippy and just make a quick video.
That's right. And if you make your own videos, upload them into Facebook. Don't put them onto YouTube and then put the link onto Facebook, because Facebook actually prefers its own native videos. But if you don't have your own, it's fine to post a YouTube link. That takes us on to tip number 3. Tip number 3 is to see what's trending in terms of topics and what people are talking about, because it's a bit like going to a party, and if you go in and start talking about, or to a networking meeting, walk in and start talking about your business, that's not great. But if there's a topic that everybody's talking about, much easier for people to say, oh yes, did you hear this, and yes, I've seen that, and you know, it gets the conversation going. And that's what you want to do on your Facebook page, is get that conversation going. So what I do, my top tips for that, I go into Twitter and look at Twitter trends, and I go into Google Plus and look at Google Plus trends, because the two will be different usually. And I just go and I see what people are talking about, and then if there's something that's of interest to my audience, I'll then go and either share that or talk about that on my Facebook page.
Or you can also think of what's seasonal. So for example, as we're recording this, it's about to be Father's Day in the UK, so you see quite a lot of media and marketing, you know, television adverts and so on and so forth, talking about upcoming seasonal occasions. So that's always good to use as well.
And you just reminded me actually, Lisa, that on Canva, I had an email from Canva yesterday, And what Canva have done, they provide professionally designed templates. They've actually created a series of Father's Day card templates. So if you want to make a card for Father's Day, Canva's got a really lovely selection of templates, and you can just go in and put your own pictures and your own text. So how cool is that?
Genius.
And I'm going to be putting that on my Facebook page because that's relevant to business, but it's also something people are talking about. So it doesn't always have to be just about your business.
Anyone who's ever had a dad ticks that box.
So should we go and share our screen now?
Yes, let's dive
Show
straight
some
in with
examples.
some useful examples.
Sorry, so I'm talking away and all you can see is me looking at the screen.
Should we have a glass of wine and do this tomorrow?
Yes.
Our Facebook app's not working, so I'm beavering away in the background here.
Dear. I'll just quickly show you what I was just showing you. Here's Sandy Krakowski's page with the Be More hashtag. And sorry, what I was talking about was this ad here, and just showing you the size of that ad and doing a quick scroll down through her page. There's the orange jacket I was talking about. I'm sorry, I've just realised that we haven't been sharing the screen. And so just imagine that somebody's scrolling through your Facebook page. There's the same ad again. That's quite nice, isn't it? Grey and yellow. So that's with the graphics. With the trends, I was just having a look at Twitter, and all I did was I logged into Twitter and I was just having a look at the trends here. And same, you can have a look at the Google Plus trends and then find really viral, exciting trends that are relevant to your business. So for example, if this was Vidal Sassoon and your business has got anything to do with beauty or hairdressing or, helping women to look good, you could use that trend on Facebook as a topic to talk about. Does that make sense, sort of riding that wave? Now, we were just looking at videos. What I've done, I just logged into the YouTube channel and just having a look. So let's say, for example, I wanted to share some new social media tips on my Facebook page because I know my audience is interested in social media. What I would do, I'd come into YouTube and I'd try and find, well, I would find some very viral videos. So I'm going to come here. Now here we are. This is a bit old hat though. 22 brilliant social media tips, 138,000 views, but it's 3 years old. So I'm guessing probably most of that is probably a bit out of date by now. But let's find something a bit more recent with lots of views. So here's one here. 5 social media tips with Lucky Magazine's social media guru. She's had 12,500 views and it's just a 3-minute video made 2 months ago. So please, 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 if you're going to put videos on and get people to engage, please watch the video before you post it. Well, another tip, which sounds obvious, doesn't it?
Or edit it afterwards. Thank you for telling us we weren't sharing our screen, ladies. I've just answered you in the
now,
the comments.
If we've got lots of people on the call, shall we have a look at some of their websites?
Yeah. Anybody want to put their
Facebook
hands
pages.
up and see if? Let's have a look. Who have we got?
Let's go back and let's have a look at your face. Here's the social media Hangout page, and there's our cartoon that I was talking about. But let's have a look at your Facebook pages.
So
let's see if we've got any volunteers.
Okay. What about? You see now, I'm looking at Tess McPherson, and she's got PTA Social. So /.
Here we are. It's this one here.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Oh, I love the cover image.
And also you can see that Tess has used the box sign up. See how you've got your
call to action.
Can you show? I tell you what, we'll do a webinar for our Modern Marketing Club members on exactly what to click and what the drop down menu is and where to fill it in. But in a half an hour conversation today, I suppose it's probably just best to show you. So where Cassie's got timeline, about, photos, likes, more, you can change those as well, can't you?
And actually, if you notice what Tess has got here, and you can see it down here on the left-hand side, Tess has got her Pinterest app as well. And that's something we'll show you. If you're a Modern Marketing Club member, we'll show you how to add these apps so that you get a tab, because you can have a tab. I've got a Google Plus tab. You can have a tab for videos. In fact, Tess has got one here. Let's have a look at Pinterest. So this is an app, a bit like an app you'd have on your iPhone, but it's for your Facebook page. And one of my favorite apps is you can actually embed your mailing list sign up form into your Facebook page, so you can build your mailing list. So you can do that with MailChimp, or there's something like ShortStack or Heyo. There's different.
Danielle's putting her hand up.
Okay,
she's happy
brilliant.
for us to look at her cobbled kitchen. So that is.
And we've got another person here that's popped up. So we're having a look at, this is Tess's PTA Social Pinterest app, which is embedded within her
She's looking
Facebook
rather
page.
sexy there.
She is, yeah. What we could do, if we wanted to follow the Pinterest page, we'd click here. Let me just do that. Oh, we've got to log in, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, do it afterwards, Tess,
Yeah.
promise.
I'm not going to do it now, but you would click here and then someone can actually follow you on Pinterest, but without leaving a Facebook page. So I think it's true to say, isn't it, Lisa, that a lot of people on Facebook like the community and they don't want to leave Facebook and be directed off to other websites.
Absolutely.
So the more we can have these tabs within the page, the better.
So that's a great example of how you can use the call to action, sign up, and I would move the Pinterest out of the drop down menu and I would have it visible to view. So we'll show you how to do that in the club.
Yeah, we'll show you.
Tess. Now, what about Danielle? We've
Yeah.
got / the cobbled kitchen. There
we
she
are.
is.
Brilliant.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, there we are. So there's the cobble kitchen. I think I saw that car in the car park recently. And then Danielle's got her logo here.
So we could show Danielle how to crop that a bit more so that the whole logo fitted in.
Or I would suggest as well, because Danielle's offering a service where people come to her home and learn how to cook, or she comes into their home, I would suggest a picture of her.
Yes.
If you're going to go to somebody's home or someone's going to come
in her new apron. She's got some lovely logos on her apron.
I think if that was me, I'd like to see a picture of Danielle there. And then what other tips can we give to Danielle?
Let me just keep staying in my zone with the girls at the moment.
The Facebook page has suddenly gone mad with people want us to look at their Facebook pages. But look here, Danielle's got some lovely pictures. As you can see, this has come across from Twitter. So part of Meat Free Week. So Danielle's using her hashtags, which is brilliant. Easy midweek dinner, nice picture of the meal there. And then she's got her Twitter handle there as well. So just having a quick scroll down. Oh, look at that, makes you feel hungry.
Bloody tasty. Has you got any pictures of my lunch in there? Sorry, I'm supposed to be looking at the questions. I keep drifting over to look at yours.
So lovely pictures of food. I love that, with the pictures of the ingredients. Guess what I'm making? That's great, because that gets people engaged. That's a lovely picture too, isn't it? So Danielle's doing a really good job of asking interesting questions. I think the engagement's going to be really high once people know that you're there, Danielle, and once people start interacting with the page a bit more.
Also, I think she could use the call to action for people to go through to her website, get notifications of upcoming classes. You could use, again, we'll talk about it in the club call, but you can use those tabs a little bit better, because as Tess says, as Daniel says, I've got this lovely website, no one ever comes. So that's the way to get them. Not no one ever comes, but do you know what I mean? People don't use it daily. They use Facebook daily. So you would put see what Cassie's hovering over there, you would put your cobbled together dates up as events, because it comes into people's news feed and then they can click on it straight away. So that would be a quick win I would choose there. But I would say 4.5 out of 5, Cass, wouldn't you?
Yeah, brilliant. And also here, Danielle's got 6 reviews, and these are up on her. These are one of the main tabs. So the tabs can be moved around. But I think for something where it's very interactive and people are coming to your house, or you're going to somebody's home and you're helping them cook. So she's got 6 5-star reviews. So I think if you were wondering, I wonder if she's a good cook and should I go and learn how to cook? Well, 6 people
and you'd say, Christ,
yes.
Lisa Nichols thinks she's great. Lisa thinks she's great. She must be great. Listen, we've got a couple more from club members, so
Okay,
if we don't get to everyone today, we will definitely do it within the Modern Marketing Club.
Let's whiz round because everybody's popping up now.
I know that Melanie Bundox is lovely, so I'll do it in a minute. But what I'd be interested to see, I'll come back to you, Mel, definitely come back to you, Mel, is I'd be interested to see Janet. So she hasn't given me a link, so let me see if I can find... Yes, co-owner proprietor at Gite Astronomique. Well done, that girl. So forwards, yeah, just
Astronomique.
Oh,
look at that.
That's
that is a lavender field. If you can't, hopefully you can see the screen clearly.
See, I would use a watercolour picture on there. It's an in-joke. It's an in-joke. But we'll talk about apps that you can use. Cassie was talking about images when I was trying to make the app work, and the app won't blooming work, and so we're streaming through YouTube. But what I was going to say was there's lots of different apps. We'll talk about it in the club, and I was using one the other day to make the beautiful picture of Janet's Gite and her pool and everything. Let's have a look. See in her photos here.
We go to photos.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you can see that. There you are. See the front of her Gite. So I was able to take that picture, put it through a little app called Waterlog, and it comes out as a watercolour picture.
It's really
that's
clever,
why I was saying in joke. But that's a lovely,
lovely picture.
A lovely picture, and I think that would make a good cover shot as well. What do you think about Janet and her hubby having their faces on the front there?
I think less important. I think it's about the place, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so too.
One thing I would say is you're only posting, it looks like, about once a month. So try and post more.
Yeah,
I know it's a tough one.
Yeah,
we're all busy.
She is new. That's why she's in the Modern Marketing Club with us, and they're physically building over there at the moment. So I think in Janet's case, we can still say that's 4.5 out of 5. You've done good.
Yeah, I don't think we need to rank. Yeah, make people feel comfortable.
I'm only joshing.
But just an idea for Leslie.
Janet.
Sorry, Janet.
Leslie. Yeah.
Janet's talking here about getting the Gite Astronomique up and ready, and you know, it would be absolutely amazing to see some pictures.
Yeah.
I would love to see. I just don't have any sense of, I'm sure it's incredibly hard work of what's involved. And you've got here, look, there's all this fantastic information. Look, we have an enormous cherry tree in full fruit at the moment.
Where's the pics, Jan? Where's the pics?
Yeah, share us some pictures. We want to see your cherry tree.
We can show you in the club how to do pic collage and any of those apps that you're not,
definitely,
maybe not be au fait with, sort of a step-by-step, what it looked like this time last week, what it looks like now, that kind of engagement. People are really interested in that. We're nosy.
That's right. And I think if you're planning to go somewhere, and it already looks lovely from the picture that you've got of the front of the Gite, but I think, oh gosh, to see the pictures of the cherry trees outside.
Definitely.
Oh, lovely. Even just that one thing. And then you've got here, you're busy now until the 22nd of August, getting everything ready to share some pictures. I don't think you even need to say very much. I think it's just showing people what you're doing and really building up that excitement and that buzz about how lovely it is. So definitely a holiday destination for anyone that hasn't been. That looks just gorgeous, isn't it? Provence region of France.
I think we should have a Modern Marketing Club girls retreat.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, I know that I think the Gite sleeps 4 to 6, but hey, we're buddies. We can snuggle. Here's an interesting question from Jenny Smith. One? Yeah, I think Mel Bundock was asking if we can take a look at hers. Page, yes. Oh, that is nice. We've got a question from Jenny Smith. She's the blogger Cheetahs in My Shoes. Do you know Jenny? And she's also got a page, and I can't really pronounce that, Jen. Asinix Solutions. Anyway, she was saying, having looked at the pages you were talking about, do you feel that how do you feel about duplicate content and how the FB algorithm sees them? This is a question that we're debating ourselves, because we've got the Modern Marketing Club Facebook page, and we've got this free to everyone social media page. I think it's when you're starting out, it doesn't make such a big difference, but I think when you've got one of the pages is definitely taken off, then it does start to affect the algorithm, doesn't it? And it's funny you should ask me that, Jenny, because I would probably come to you and ask that question with your background. What do you think, Cass? Posting, would you alter the post slightly per page so that it doesn't come out as a...
Yeah,
you just share from it.
I was going to say, you could either share. I'm not quite sure of the question. Sorry, I missed the sort of the content. I think maybe that's something that we could talk about in more detail within the club.
Asynonics. So Jenny's business is Asynonics Solutions. So she's saying, if you've got more than one page, how do you feel about duplicate content on both pages and how the FB algorithm would rate that?
Yeah, I don't know the answer to that. I mean, I would tailor it slightly for the page, probably.
Yeah, I mean that's what
if it's the same.
I think it's just sort of good etiquette, isn't it? You know, like I share what we're doing on lots of groups and lots of pages, but I kind of, my opening gambit is to those people or to that page or to that. So yeah, I guess I would just make it relevant. I mean, those two pages are quite different. Anyway, so yeah, that was Jenny's question. Did we look at Mel's page?
Yeah, we will do. Just before we close, though, for those of you who know, we keep talking about the Modern Marketing Club. If you're new, if this is your first call and you don't know what the club is, the Modern Marketing Club is a membership club. It's a low monthly fee where we cover all sorts of topics. And this is just one example of the types of things we talked about, everything from Pinterest to MailChimp to social media, 6-week startup program. There's tons and tons of information and support as well. We've got a private Facebook group for support. But this is the page. It's themodernmarketingclub.com. We'd love to have you. If you do want us to look at your Facebook page, you've got any more questions in depth, we're getting tons and tons of questions coming through now.
That's why I'm not saying much. Sorry, yeah. I'm interacting.
Join the club, because what we'll do is we can talk about this in more detail in the private Facebook group. But for this Hangout, this is for everybody. It's only half an hour. It's a sort of short, sharp, snappy bit of fun that we do every couple of weeks. So the next call is on the 1st of July. It's at 12 o'clock British summer time again. It's the 1st of July, so I hope you'll be able to make that. And what we'll do, we're going to publish the links a little bit earlier so that you have a bit more of a heads up. So possibly see you in the club, hopefully.
Really.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you the next Social Media Hangouts, the 1st of July. Gosh, we'll be counting down to the holidays soon. But
absolutely.
Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next Social Media Hangout.
Bye, guys.
Bye.